Hi and welcome back to the training. In this last lesson, I want to show you another possible use of the Order Levels tool real quickly. Since this tool is super great in correcting colors, discolorations, we can use it when we have some old pictures like this that have been developed in a wrong way or simply changed their color due to their age. This sometimes happens with color pictures. So this will be a real quick lesson. We go in and duplicate the layer. Now we're going to the filters, choose colors, and go to the Order Levels tool. And we already have a nearly perfectly changed image. I'm not 100% happy with the colors, that's why I'm gonna go in. And we're going to repeat something from the very beginning. We're going to go to selective color. Okay, let's go into the reds. Raise the magenta up a bit. Give it some more yellow. And a little bit less cyan. That's wonderful, like so. Let's go to the yellow. Give the yellow less cyan. A little bit more yellow. It's important for the skin tones. And also a little bit more magenta. Like this. The greens are absolutely not important. Let's go to the cyans. Make the cyans more cyan. Less magenta. And yes, less yellow. And we're going to do the same with the blue. Make the blue less yellow. More cyan. And less magenta. Or even a bit more, like so. Great. The next thing we could do if we want is going in, creating a new merge layer, creating a new pixel layer, and we're going to repeat what we did before so we don't forget what we learned. Using the healing brush, and start cleaning up this image. Bring this down quite a bit, say current and below, and choose an area to sample from and remove, oops, my bad, current and below, and we're going to remove the spots. Same we do here. We undo this for a moment. Okay, so I cannot see what I'm doing, but what I want to do is I want to preserve this line. So let's try if I can manage to do that. Yeah, somehow worked. Okay, wonderful. Okay. Oh, and we have some very harsh errors here in her eyes. This looks creepy. We should get rid of these. So I do this very quick. I think you already understand the basic or the theory of what this is doing. So I don't think this needs any further training or, well, explanation. What you could also do now is you could go in here. You see there are a lot of dusty stuff. You could use the dust and scratches tool. And down here in the corners, what you could do, for example, is you could sample from here and repair the corners real quick, since they do not look too nice. And here, like so. And what I also would do is repairing the contrast in this image. So I'm not going to take care of the dust and scratch stuff, since we did this quite often now. Instead, I want to take care of the contrast stuff in the edges again, because maybe you forgot about this technique. So let's say merge visible. And now let's change to the develop persona again. I see, there's something coming back, yeah? Okay, now open this and go and select the gradient tool and bring this in from here over to here. Oops, go back to here, my fault. And raise the contrast up quite a bit, like so. Maybe bring this in a little bit more, so like this. And you see now the color here is a little bit more intense than in the rest of the image. That's why we bring down the saturation just a bit, like minus 15%. Great. We can do the same at the top here. Therefore we go here, create a new layer, and bring the top back in. Give it some more contrast, not too much. Great. And as I told you, these are old images. Don't overdo them. An old image is allowed to look old. It just should not look crappy. So, bring it in. Give us more here. Contrast. Just a tad more contrast. Not too much, because if we overdo it, we're gonna burn out the lights. And maybe we bring some of the highlights back here, like so. Great. That's wonderful. Let's bring down the temperature quite a bit, just like this, here. Great. And I want to do another layer here in this corner because I still do not like it too much. Let's go in, create another layer, bring it here in the corner, go back to the contrast thing, bring in the contrast quite a lot, reduce the saturation, and now it looks super cool. Bring this more towards the yellow, this more towards the magenta, like this. Now it fits into the rest of the image. Okay, let's hit develop. Now let's go down here real quick. Cool. Let's choose the healing brush again. And I just really quick want to fill these parts here up. Now, I'm not going to create a new layer. You could create a new layer, but I'm not going to do it. Okay, so sample from here. And I'm going to down to here and over to here. Am I doing the right thing? No, I don't. Okay, you see this does not work. Sometimes the healing brush does not work wonders. Well, happens. In this case, we use the clone brush. Make sure the clone brush is medium sized, like so. Sample from here, and now bring it in here. Great. We redo this quite a second, because in this case I want to have a slightly softer edge. Okay, same thing again. Oops. Here, and let's paint over. Great. Same thing for here. And here we go. So you see, basically we're using some simple tools and some very specialized tools to make an image that doesn't look that good anymore look super nice again, or we're gonna use these techniques to edit our newly created analog images. Some of these techniques could also be used on digital images, of course. I have a look at the before and after now, like at our overall before and after. And we're gonna see that this makes such a huge difference. Now, I really hope this course was absolutely helpful for you and that you learned a lot. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask them. And if you need help with anything, or if you don't understand something I tried to explain you, please feel also free to send me a message. I try to answer the messages as soon as possible. I hope you had a good time. I would like to see some of your results. Maybe you post them in the comments. And if you like this training, I'm super thankful if you leave me a good comment and, well, recommend my training to other persons. Okay, again, thanks for watching and thanks for purchasing this course. And I hope to see you soon in one of my next courses, which, for example, will be a skin retouching course. So goodbye and see you soon.